Something strange happened to the Roria Conquest Discord server. Members woke up to a completely different server. So the name was changed. There were bizarre announcements and claims that the project was under new management. But was any of that actually real? Let's go through everything we know and separate the facts from the rumours. What happened? Over the past several hours, the Roria Conquest Discord server appears to be raided or compromised. Instead of normal announcements from the development team, members started seeing new messages claiming that Roria Conquest was now under new management, supposedly. One announcement even told everyone to join another Discord server and claimed that all of their game data would supposedly be transferred over. At the moment, there is no verified evidence that these announcements were legitimate. In fact, I think they're most likely fake because they appeared during what looks like a raid, and there has not been any confirmed statement from the actual developers backing up these claims. So until the developers officially confirm anything themselves, I'll treat those announcements as alleged and not as a fact. The new management claims. One of the messages said, Roria Conquest is under new management. Join here for the game with all your data. Another message claimed your data will be restored within a few hours in the new server. That sounds convincing on the surface, but there are several red flags. For one, the Discord invite shown from the screenshot was already displaying invalid invite. If this were an official migration, you'd normally expect working invites, announcements across multiple platforms, and confirmation from the developers, not random messages appearing during a suspected server raid. Again, this does not prove the messages were fake, but this certainly gives people a good reason to be skeptical. The server name changes. One of the biggest signs that something was wrong was the server itself. As shown in these screenshots, the server was renamed to an offensive racial slur instead of its normal name. That's not something a legitimate management team would do. Changing a community server to an offensive name is something commonly seen during Discord raids or account compromises, where attackers are trying to troll the community or create confusion. It's also worth noting that the member counts and online users were still visible, suggesting the server itself hasn't disappeared, it had simply just been altered. The announcement channel. Looking at the screenshots, the announcements channel became filled with repeated messages telling everyone to join another Discord. The messages tagged at everybody, at everyone, increasing the chances that the members would see it. This is another tactic often used during Discord raids. The goal is usually to get as many people as possible to click links before moderators regain control. Even though the invite shown was invalid by the time these screenshots were taken, it's still a good reminder to avoid joining random servers during situations like this unless they're confirmed by official developer accounts. Phone verification. Another interesting detail is a message saying users had to verify by phone before sending messages. That doesn't necessarily mean anything unusual happened there. Discord servers often require phone verification to slow down spam accounts, especially after raids. So this was probably a defensive measure rather than part of the attack itself. Was it actually new management? Well, right now, there's no public evidence confirming that Roria Conquest genuinely changed ownership or management. The only source for that claim seems to be the suspicious announcements that appeared while the server was apparently compromised. Because of that, I personally would not consider the new management story creditable, unless it's confirmed directly by the developers of Roria Conquest through trusted channels. Until then, it's safer to assume those messages were part of the raid rather than official announcements. What should players do? If you're in the server during the incident, do not trust unofficial Discord invites, wait for announcements from verified developer accounts, and avoid downloading anything or entering account information through links shared during the raid. Keep an eye on social media for updates. Now, whether this was simply a Discord raid or something more serious, it definitely caused confusion throughout the community. The screenshots show clear evidence that the server was renamed to offensive language and that suspicious announcements claiming new management were posted. However, those claims remain unverified, and based on everything visible, they appear much more likely to have been part of the raid than an actual ownership change. Until there's an official announcement from Infrared, it's best to treat those announcements with caution. If you were in the server when this happened, let me know what you saw. Did you witness this, or did you join after everything had already happened? Stay safe, guys, and do not fall for these scams. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.